Hi friends, it's Becky, and I thought I would do a standalone video for an earrings everyday project because it's Monday and I just wanted to start the week right to have a fun little project celebrating springtime. I'll also include this in my wrap-up video, so you will probably see this twice on my channel, but I wanted to just have this. Let's make some quick earrings, make them pretty and fun and springy, and I am using the Brunching in Style Softflex Design Kit. This was a design kit that they have on their site. They're not a monthly subscription, but they do release a new kit every month. On some months they release more than one. And so this one was a lot of fun, and it had these really pretty little flower beads in the the Jesse James Beads bead mix, and this little petally tassel. I've got some of these bead caps that I'm using with these drops that I'm making. I actually had made the drop here using this bead and some head pins, so I'll show you how to do that in a minute. And then we also had some of these lucite leaves that were on the bead strand that was sold alongside. It was a separate purchase of that. So I've got some of these tiny 2 by 3 millimeter rondelles that came in here. I've got some 5mm jump rings, again those ball head pins, and I've got an ear wire, and we're just going to put those together and make ourselves a little dangly drop bouquet of flowers that can hang from your ears. So the tools that I'm using are going to be some round nose pliers for making my drops. I've got 2 different chain nose pliers, one is longer, one is the other. They could be the same length, or you could have something else like flat nose pliers or something else that all I'm going to be doing with these is twisting open my jump rings. So that's what these are going to be for. And then I've got some flush cutters for cutting wire if I need to do that. Alright, so I've gone ahead and made 2 of these drops, one with this bead cap and one without. My yellow flowers, I've gone without those bead caps. My blue flowers, I'm gone ahead and used those bead caps on them. So because the bottom of my head pin here is really tiny, it will go right through this glass flower. Actually, this one is probably a better one to demonstrate that with, or not. They went through it on one of the other ones, which is why I'm using these little rondelles. So I'm going to put this on my head pin first, and that's going to stop it from going through there. And now that I've got that dangle right there, I can pop this head, or the bead cap here on the end. It's just going to give me a more fluted look. Then I'm going to use my round nose pliers, and about 1/3 of the way down the barrel, I'm going to start at the very end of that wire. And I'm just going to keep rotating this wire around that barrel because I'm doing a coiled loop, which Jenny does more often than I am, so I am not as well practiced as she is. About this point, Jenny likes to bend it forward and then keep going to roll it up so that you have more of a balanced loop on those coiled loops. Jenny does a lot more of these, so if you've seen any of her tutorials on this channel, she does that with a little more detail. This project is giving me a chance to practice something that I don't do as regularly. So I'm just going to do that again. Just rolling that loop. I say coiled loops, but rolled loops I think is the better word for it. And then bend it, and then roll it back up. There we go. So now that I've got my drops and dangles, I am also going to add a jump ring to this lucite leaf bead. And the lucite leaf bead and this one, this is also lucite or acrylic, and so they're very lightweight. These glass beads are also fairly lightweight, and this is too. So these are not going to be heavy earrings to wear. Keeping the glass beads down to about 3 of them per this, and then these are also very small beads, means that it's not going to pull on your ears as much as heavier beads would. I like big earrings, but I don't like heavy earrings, so whenever I can use some lighter weight beads that are also bigger beads in an earring, I absolutely love doing that. Alright, so now that I've got a jump ring in here, I'm going to pick up some more jump rings. We're going to get started sort of creating a cascade with these dangles. So I've got one jump ring here. I'm going to open this up and attach it to my tassel, this little flower petal tassel that came in the bead mix. And then we close that up. You don't need to have a second set of pliers if you're using a jump ring opener. That's usually a little metal ring that you can stick part of the jump ring into, and it holds it steady or sturdy on the side while you twist it open and twist it closed. Alright, so now I'm going to go through that jump ring that I just had there. I'm going to attach one of my blue dangles, and then I'm going to close my jump ring. Basically building a chain, and attached to each link in this chain is going to be one of these dangles. And I started with the pink, and I'm going to do 3 of these blue ones, and then we're going to end with the yellow. Alright, so the last one that I did was this blue one here. So I'm going to go through that chain with this next jump ring and attach another blue dangle. We'll get that closed. Make sure that we're actually meeting the ends. There we go. So that's the last one that I did. I'm just leaving it out here like this so that it's easy to figure out where I left off on those, because I want to attach to the end of the chain and not the middle of the chain. Right, and we're going to open a new jump ring, and just like with the others, we're going to go through that jump ring, not through the ring on that link, and then we'll go through the next dangle and close up our jump ring. Alright, and now this last one, and it's not the last one, but it's going to be the last one in this part of the chain. I'm going to go through that last jump ring here, add my yellow dangle, and then also go through this jump ring for the leaf. And then we're going to close that jump ring. Close that good. And then I've got one more jump ring that I'm going to add to this chain, and I'm just going to attach it to the jump ring that's going through the leaf. If I can find the open section, there we go. Alright, now it's going through the leaf. And this is so that we can orient the dangle correctly from the ear wire. Because now that that is right there, I can open the loop on my ear wire. Go through that jump ring, and then close this ear wire, and see how we've got basically a chain with all of these dangles attached and that leaf behind it. If you missed our unboxing for this kit, I'll link to that in the description below, and you can find the Softflex kits at softflex.com. That's where we always get ours. They have our favorite wire that Jenny and I like to use, and we just love using their design kits to create with, especially when you can do something fun like this, and especially when the things that you create match your fingernails perfectly like this. Anyway, I hope you guys have a fantastic week. Keep creating and look for my wrap-up video on Thursday. Until next time, my friends, happy beading.